So recently I've been using Mnemonic Devices to help me remember some certain Russian words. Let me give you an example. The Russian word for cucumber is, forgive my bad Russian pronunciation, ogorlets. Ogorlets kind of sounds like ogre, and like cucumbers, ogres are green and have bumpy skin. Basically, mnemonic devices are ways you can personally use associations and images or patterns to help you remember anything. I'm terrible about learning languages, so I've been using a lot of visual mnemonic devices to help me remember words. While we're on the subject of food, let's do some more foods. The Russian word for watermelon is arbuz, which actually is a word of Turkish origin. But anyways, I remember that, like the plane and Airbus. Airbus, the fastest method to transport a bunch of watermelons. Or the word for dinner is ujin, like ooze in. The dinner is gonna ooze into my mouth. It would have been so much better if the word was ooze out, because many foods ooze out, like jelly oozes out of a donut, you know. Onion is Luke. Luke, I am your father. Zhir is fat. Not like the adjective, like he is fat, she is fat. Like this beef has a lot of fat on it. The sheer amount of fat in this beef stew. This one is a stretch. The word for tasty is vkusny. The word kus is in the middle of vkusny, like the food couscous, which is a stretch because couscous is not delicious. I mean, like couscous by itself is not delicious. Mix it with other things, yeah, sure. But I've never had a meal with couscous that I was like, oh my god, give me more, please. The last one for today is orange. The fruit is appelsin. It has the word apple and then sin, as if the apple was sinning. Forgive me, Father, for my sins, for I have been lying and claiming to be an apple. But actually, if you look at the origins of the word, it makes perfect sense of why it's called appelsin. So the word is derived from the word apple, and sin, which is like sino, like China, especially from the Roman times, have referred to China as Sino. People still call it Sino or Sino. But appelsin is the apple of China, basically, which is where oranges come from. So anyways, I've been compiling all my mnemonic devices in a Google Drive folder for those of you who also want to learn. I'm going to keep making these videos and keep making these mnemonic devices. Come back for part 2. Mnemonic. So recently I've been using mnemonic. Speaking of difficult English words, mnemonic devices, all of my using mnemonic devices